distracts us from reality and focuses our energy on ourselves. Those who do not increase knowledge, decrease knowledge. But don't mistake knowledge for talk. One who knows and knowingly fools talk, and their talk too often fools. Those who cease to learn, cease to live. Life is learning, attending to reality. Anything less is the sleepwalk of death. Those who misuse knowledge shall not endure, for only reality endures. If you are not attending to reality, where are you? Diligently, say little and do much, receive all people with kindness, make yourself a sage, rely upon reality, not authority, free yourself from crippling self-consciousness, attend to each moment and act without hesitation, do not tithe by guesswork, justice is not a matter of whim. Today you may feel generous, tomorrow you may feel stingy. Give what is just because it is just. I grew up among the sages, all my life I listened to their words, yet I have found nothing better than silence. Study is not the goal, doing is do not mistake talk for action. Pity fills no stomach, compassion builds no house, understanding is not justice. Whoever multiplies words causes confusion. The truth that can be spoken is not the ultimate truth. Ultimate truth is wordless, the silence within the silence. More than the absence of speech, more than the absence of words, ultimate truth is the seamless being in place that comes with attending to reality. The world stands upon three things: upon truth, upon peace, upon justice. Speak truth each to the other, establish peace, and render honest judgment in your gates. What is the right path for a person to follow? One that honors both self and other. Be attentive in all you do. Do not judge one deed small and another great, for you cannot always know their significance. Be virtuous, even if virtue is costly. Avoid sin, even if sin is profitable. Three things and you will not die. with great success, as if you had accomplished the task alone.
Alright, so we're now under tornado threat. I'm going to continue live streaming, but I am going to go down to my bunker for security and safety purposes. Thank you. Your arsenal is greatly accepted.
Empty yourself into reality. When you are empty into reality, you are filled with compassion, desiring only justice. When you desire
Your arsenal is greatly accepted. It put me in. How much longer does the program need? Time to go mobile.
Talk can be talked about, not the eternal talk. Names can be named, but not the eternal name. It's the origin of heaven and earth. It is nameless. It's the mother of all things. It is nameable. So as ever hidden, we should look.
Like, what the fuck? You could have let him finish.
If Brad was smart enough to compete with the ideas, he would, instead of just immediately result to insulting me personally. That's the issue. He doesn't want to take the time and the energy to respond to what I'm saying.
Everybody competes with your ideas. You do this.
Go ahead
you
and
interrupt
respond.
everybody, and the
Idiotic
near
I
sense that you
am
get
by
a little
providing
fucking
better
louder.
information.
You don't have any information.
Brad
You've never
doesn't
read
do
a
that.
book other than a
Instead,
pop-up.
Brad is lazy and he starts
Like,
to insult
there's
because
nothing
he
you
cannot
offer.
respond to the actual copy.
You fucking retard. Holy
You
shit.
can't respect Brad.
You
If
didn't
it
even
was
let the
so
fuck, you talk about
easy,
respect,
if
but
what
you
I'm
couldn't let
saying
Sing
is
fucking
so
finish his
retarded,
statement.
Brad.
You fucking bloated whale.
If what I'm saying is so retarded, just respond to what I'm saying. You don't
I am.
have to go to ad homs. You don't have to, but you do. Do you know why? Because you're intellectually lazy. You're a pseudo-intellectual. You want to pretend like you know shit, but you don't want to put the energy into actually responding to shit. You just want to insult people because you know that it'll
No,
dissolve
because
the
you're dumb
conversation,
and
then we
fucking
get into crash
stupid
outs.
and-
Yeah, that's
And the only time anybody wants to hear you is when you're dagging on a homeless man's dick, and that's the only person that wants to listen.
So stay with that fucking lane. Jesus Christ, you're fucking dumb. Go ahead, Sid.
I was just saying, man, it's like, look, we got freedom of speech, man. People are gonna call you names. They're gonna call you shit you don't like. Like, only you can humiliate yourself. Nobody else outside can humiliate you. That's just how the fuck it works. So if you're feeling humiliated and you think that's on you, that's a you problem. But people are gonna call you names, especially when you say dumb shit. Like, this is this dumbass fucking ideology we've adopted in society where there's no such thing as a stupid answer. Everybody's voice matters. No, it fucking doesn't, man. That's a fucking lie, bro. People say stupid fucking shit, you're gonna get called out. And what I was saying, oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, sorry. You finished up and pause.
Yeah, pause, nigga. Big pause. Big pause, bro. Big pause. Even what I was saying is in the military, like, this is the difference between military people and civilian people. Like, this is how we talk, man. When we get into it or we're having debate, like, that's the nature and the culture, and that's ingrained in us. So especially when we've known people on these apps for years, like, we're all pretty much like a big ass family, like the regulars who we all have these conversations and shit. So it's kind of like having a sibling, rivalry. You're gonna call your big brother and little sister like a retard or a dumbass, but throw the jab and then stay on topic. And then when it's your turn to talk, throw a fuck jab right back at them and then stay fucking on topic and keep it moving. It's super simple, man. It's not.
Sing, how many fights have we had?
Oh, we've had a lot. But
we say to each other.
oh yeah. We've been on stage, knock out, drag out, screaming. I've had to fucking kick your ass off. You had to kick me out. But at the end of the day, it's like, who gives a fuck, bro? It's fucking words, man. It's fucking, who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? This is retarded.
Yeah,
You brought one going to combat, and they can't even handle a fucking conversation.
No, what you're trying to do, this is total trash, Sig. It's total trash. What you're trying to do is you're trying to normalize somebody in the middle of a discussion to start to insult people. That's not culture. And it's not a defense, okay? Cultures aren't going to normalize people's shitty behavior. Everybody knows that the shit Brad does is trashy. That's why a lot of people block him, a lot of people make fun of him. That's why he's notorious for what he is, because he loves to do these crash outs and these insult diatribes and just goes on and on and on, all right? No, it's abuse.
Who kicks
You
me
don't
out?
have to sit there and you don't have to, no, it doesn't matter.
Oh, wait, you and
It's
Monica. That's right.
just
You
ridiculous.
two. You're the only two.
No, a lot of people know, and trying to normalize it. I'm unfortunately, Sig. I'm very disappointed in the fact that you would try to normalize it. Not even you do that shit, Sig. You don't, and you know that, because if you did, I would be like, oh yeah, well, typical behavior. But not even you do
Sig
that.
never
Sig.
insults anybody.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I just don't let it ruin the conversation. That's the only guy.
He calls people out on their shit, but he stays on topic.
I'm gonna be transparent because I, for one, I like the conversation. That doesn't go there. I'll be honest. I know people are like, yeah, right, like it's actually like a really good thing. All the eyeball. Yeah, I actually do like the conversation that where people are able to beat each other with their ideas and not go there. You know what I mean? Like within hardcore.
Dude, fuck you, man.
What?
I said, fuck you, dude.
Oh wow, look at there you go. He's just showing the example right there. But no, I'm just saying, like, I'd rather have that happen than all the other stuff. I'll just be honest with that. So I'm with Dina on that. The conversation could happen like that, and that's fine. Because there's a lot of people.
Well, I heard her say
not
that.
you specifically, but on this app, that like my goal, as I think I do, is try to keep them at their idea and just prove that they're just not there with their idea. It's not all there, you know. So, you know, I'm with you on that. And then, of course, anytime anything goes like sideways, it's just gonna snowball, right? It's just like it just carries over. Like very much what Six said is like a brother sister thing. Like we've all been around each other for so long that it just kind of like carries over from room to room to room, and just builds up and it goes nowhere. So unfortunately, we're kind of like in that cycle, you know, on this app at least. So, like, so again, be the person at the idea level. Don't like get all nasty like that, you know.
Well, I have a point.
I've been waiting.
Yeah, Holly, go for it.
Okay, thanks, Bill. Just a second. Just, I'll just say my piece on this. I consider myself a friend. I think you would say that. And I like crap, but why is that funny?
Because you were sure.
You goofball. Okay, so.
Hey, go ahead, Oz. Go ahead, Oz.
That said, it does really bother me, Brad, when you, and I'm not here to teach you a lesson, you're older than me, it's not my place. But I'll just say, I don't enjoy listening to you get nasty with people, especially, it does feel like bullying sometimes, Monica and I have our moments, she's here, she knows she pissed me off a little, but I don't like the bullying treatment. It really bothers me. So that's all I want to say about it. It's not conducive. It gets boring. Honestly, I typically will just leave because it goes on and on, Brad. And that's all I want to say about that. I really enjoy doing it. I don't like that. But.
Quick point of contention that's been nagging me. Bima said that cultures don't enable their own people's shitty behavior. Have you heard of black people?
But I thwarted a brawl earlier. Mountain and Brad were about to go at it, and I don't know if you saw that, Matt. I got it. I shut it down before. Yeah, it was about to turn into Pepe and Brad, and I was like, no, we can't.
Wow.
We can't do it.
Not Beaver, see, like, so there's ways of doing this. Like, I think as mods also, we're trying to like avoid. I know everybody's like, oh, you guys want to crash out. I'm not really into that. I'm not really a huge crash out person. And all that. So Peter got ahead of that. Good for you, you know.
Yeah, and I do think, Brad, you take it too far sometimes, but also other people, they know how you are, so I don't know why they try to engage you. I give you preference because you're a vet, I give you a longer leash, and whenever I'm a mod, I don't want to get involved in anybody's beef, but I don't know why people. A lot of times people go at you, and then you give it. I mean, you don't hold back, and I can't blame you. But sometimes when you do start it, I think you take it too far.
I'm with Beaver a little bit on that. Obviously, a lot of people bring the Brad. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people just don't catch it, or I don't know what's going on, but I don't think Brad usually starts. Maybe people need to start paying attention a little bit more. But unfortunately, you give Brad. I mean, that's just the way it is. If you're going to engage Brad that way, it's going to happen. I'm not saying Demon did that, but if you're just, I'm just saying, just giving you a heads up, as you all know, I don't think I have to tell you, he's going to go and do this thing. So, I guess that's what people need to learn. I don't know what else to say on that.
Monica, you see what Monica's saying? Seems like, feels like, sometimes maybe. Just come up and say your piece, Monica.
Monica's on stage, huh? Yeah, Monica's there.
This is the time to get it out. Let's do it, guys.
Time for our daily healing.
Here, I'll tell you what, I'm working on this project right here. I'll give you 15 minutes to just do your drag bash. I'll let it go. I won't respond a single fucking word, so go ahead, get it all out while you can.
Okay, Brad, you're a trigger.
God.
Brad, you're a sailor.
That's it.
Hoorah, hoorah to our sailors. I'm a neighbor kid.
Well, guys that have like nuclear rabbits, you're time. It's not gonna come off me. That's the yeah. When was the last time you heard of Brad not coming off me on something? Now don't get too personal. You will Brad. You'll catch a Brad. But Brad.
So, Brad, it's, I think sometimes you can just take people on someone who has the military hardened personality and experience. We are not all military hardened. And so there is an advantage to people with military experience. We've been through kind of this displacement, and this is how you guys are going to get like leaders that can think in the military something awesome. We're doing something most people can't do, probably. However, that is definitely different. We're civilians. You guys are veterans. There is an enable. You guys are higher in many ways as skills in discipline, in not taking especially bigger skill caps. So please keep that in mind. Not everyone is that. I should picture is you fighting a bear. Yes, fighters, not all of us fight.
That's an obese black woman, babe.
Okay, safe. Well, she's very hurried for a woman.
Perhaps you years away from being one of those old white bald men that took the red light districts of third world countries.
Brad, you're mean.
Read your letter. Next. This is an intervention.
This has been roast
Monica,
Brad
read your letter.
software.
What's going on, Monica? Good morning. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well.
Speaking of bears, we had another dumbass say that they would choose to be with a bear over a man in the wood. And I don't know if she was disabled or not. I thought she may be blind or something. Her name was Bertha. But that just really irks me.
Did you say Bertha?
Bertha?
This bird, like the bird, B-I, and then also bird was like B-I-R-T-H-A or something like that, right, Peter?
Yeah, she had, I think I'd seen her before a couple times, but. And then they had that stand guy back them up. Like he said, he just wouldn't come out and say, I would tell my daughter to choose a man versus a fucking grizzly bear. That's,
Brad,
I don't know if it's the color.
Brad, you were the prototype of a man that was using it. Wait, this wasn't the question of, like, you would rather do a bear than a man.
Yeah, that
was that one?
Yeah, were you not? Oh, I thought you were here.
No, not do. What was it, Beaver? Would they rather be trapped with a bear, like in a confined space?
Yeah, alone in the woods with a bear or a random man.
That was like, why don't people listen to women? Fucking, oh my. Like, bro, it's so ridiculous.
It fucking pisses me off. Like, this is
Bro,
fucking
but here's the thing though. They're just saying that just to say, right? Like, what they say and do are two completely different things.
But I was like, are you being serious? You're not trolling or being hyperbolic. She's like, no, I would choose the bear because the bear won't rape me. It'll just kill me. The man will rape me, then kill me.
I'm not gonna lie though, if I was in a forest that I didn't know, okay, like I was in a forest and I wasn't familiar with the area, and I know that I was out in the forest and I could make a decision to come across, well, and it would have to be specific, it'd have to be a white guy, a white man. A black man I'd be okay with. If it was a white man, okay, because we know you serial killer white, sorry, it's just a case. But if I saw a white man in the forest, I would definitely 110% every single time I'd much rather see a bear. Like, I would be terrified. You know, I was watching this documentary about what they do up in the national parks and how these white serial killers. Well, it's just the truth. It's the truth. I have a very long list of serial killers that don't happen to be white. Listen, if you guys can have your stereotypes, You could have your stereotype. I'm just saying, if I saw a black man out in the forest, I would not be fucking scared. I would be like, thank God. If I saw a white dude, I would know that I'm dead. I would know that I'm fucking dead. Okay? And I know that that guy's a serial killer, and I know he's about to murder the fuck out of me. I would take.
This is what would cause Brad to say these horrible things.
I would take.
Things
But
up
this
so
is. But,
fucking
hold on.
stupid.
But hold on. Okay. Well, you could listen. You could say whatever you
So
want.
you choose
As a woman, I'm just telling you that that's the honest to God truth. If that
No,
bothers
it's not the
you,
truth.
well,
That's a retarded woman.
I'm talking about. Hold on, I fucking see bears all the fucking time. I have bobcats in my backyard, bro. I have bobcats in my fucking backyard. You don't think I would rather see a fucking bear than a white guy? I would rather see a fucking bear in my backyard than a white man in my backyard. I would
You're
care about bobcats.
Colin Cap. Bobcats aren't gonna leave, first of all, not that shit. And second of
No,
all,
I do, yes, they're mountain lions, and I have them in my backyard.
Black
Yes, I
men
do.
don't. Black men don't. So if I see a black man in the forest, I'm like, fuck. No,
Yeah.
hell,
Yeah, that's like completely out of place.
Is sort of for men to think, okay, what about the behavior would make women choose a bear over a man? Now, I don't necessarily say that, but if a woman says, I would rather choose the man over I would choose the bear over the man because the bear is going to kill me and won't rape me, the man will rape me and then kill me. That is something you guys should consider, that women do see those things as a threat. I don't necessarily, there are some women though who I've met Viking in the forest. I would much prefer him over a bear. However, I know him a little bit, and I feel he would respect my space. Some people, I don't know. I would be taking on a chance.
Listen, if I were trapped with a woman on an uncharted island, I'm not saying anything bad would happen, but it would cross my mind.
listen, okay.
Oh my God.
I know a woman here that doesn't see a man, because this has happened to me. I do venture out to the wilderness, it's very upset, but I carry. And I'm telling you, I see a man, any man, and I don't care what color, I'm probably reaching for that just to have it on the ready. And I'm just keeping it 100. I don't know a single woman in that scenario who isn't like, we're alone here in the forest and I'm feeling a little vulnerable. Men aren't going to understand that. But I don't know a woman alive that doesn't understand that thought. We don't leave the grocery store at 11 o'clock at night and we're looking around in the parking. I mean, it's just, that's a reality for women.
Oh, I totally
That's not
No,
saying I'm
it's
not.
it's a straight up delusion, because it's funny,
No, it
because
isn't.
it is actually, because
Most women have had a sexual encounter with men either abusive or violent. Most women.
Okay,
I understand you 100%, but I'm just saying the bears thing.
But I'm not choosing a bear. No, I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
Straight up, not.
I'm with you.
yeah, here's why it's bullshit.
Bear or a black man.
Here's why it's stupid. All right, because first of all, you guys aren't even the number one victims of male attacks. Men are the number one victims of male attacks. Okay, look it up. It's fucking yeah.
Attacks. No.
Yes, if you count prison rape, yes, absolutely,
We're not
absolutely.
counting
Y'all
prison rape.
ain't getting. Yeah, well, we are. So we're talking about sexual attacks happen in prison. So you don't get to just discount it. You don't get to just discount it because it's you're talking. You just brought up a grocery store. Last time I checked, no bullshit. You just brought up a grocery store analogy, and that's not the one. So let me finish. Don't try to move the fucking goalposts. We just talked about a grocery store. So again, what I'm talking about,
Wait, just let's finish this.
see what I'm talking about? Fucking bras are retarded, bro. So what I'm saying is that it's funny you guys always want to put men on this pedestal of being fucking victimizers. Yet every time, 100% of the time, you guys are in some type of danger or trouble, you're fucking calling for a goddamn man. So which one is it? Pick one. You can't have a. Bullshit. That man made that fucking gun that you carried, and I guarantee it was a fucking man that taught you how to use that fucking gun. So again, when it comes to safety, you guys always rely on them for fucking men.
But see, you do see how they can feel vulnerable and it's a one-on-one, no one else is around. A man can overpower them, so they would have that in the back of their mind that is a slight.
Bro, they always feel vulnerable no matter what. They always feel like they're in. It's delusion.
Yeah, but other men around could step in and intervene and help them, but if it's just one-on-one, I can see why they would feel vulnerable. But choosing that over a bear, that is the most goddamn stupid thing I've ever seen.
The worst part is that it's like there's a serious truth to it. I've been stalked multiple times in my life by white men. I gotta tell you, I have never had. Hold on.
You were
There's two different things. There was two different. I'd much rather be held at knife point, okay, in a moment, than have someone show up at my house, hunt me down, blackmail me through images, show up to places that I'm at, know where I'm fucking living, and then make up a fake scenario of meeting me at this state. Oh, and then knowing the entire time where I live, following me home from the gym. A guy used to follow me around taking pictures of me with rain boots, shorts, and a belly shirt, and take with the little disposable camera to the point where my fucking gas station attendant had to call the cops. Listen, they were all white guys. Now, black men, I will say the difference. Hold on, just wait a second. The difference is, black men they have been the most, how do I say, up front comes to an elite, white men usually don't, black men will come up to me and they go hard, hey, it'll be like in 5-10 minutes before you're like, yo, no thank you, you know what I mean? And I would prefer that every time than the white guy who gives a little high under the hat, too scared to see me, follows me around for 6 months before making up some fake scenario of running into me in the gas station on my way home, him knowing me the entire time, knowing where I live, what other car I drive. Listen, no, I am fucking terrified of white men.
Who fucking held a knife to you and actually tried to carjack you? A black guy or a white guy?
He was a kid. He was a kid, first of all. Okay, that was a kid. That's okay. That was not, and listen, that was scary. It was not scary. It was scary. Finding men outside of my fucking window and having to call the cops. That's terrible.
And who are the cops made of?
Following me
a
home.
Team of men.
Then blackmailing.
That's why just
then showing up at places. When Facebook had just come out, there was this thing called Square, and you would find people would show up, guys would show up intentionally to find out where the fuck, so they could see that fucking shit. That's nasty. Taking pictures of me, just walking around at the gas station and the grocery store, fucking terrifying. Terrifying. I don't know if I fucking know who's in my bushes, who's outside.
I gave you
I
guys
was
15
terrified.
minutes
Why
to
do you
this.
think I got my pistol permit as soon as I fucking could? Because I was terrified of white men. It was white men.
Yeah, really, that's like not even factually true.
Factually true.
Again. Okay, you see, right there, I gave you 15 minutes, then you threw the ad hoc. So now when I call you bloated for Luke.
That's not factually true.
So again.
How the fuck is not factually true?
Your life experience is eating ho-hos and choking on them every night. Like, no guy is actually fucking stalking.
I'll apologize if you.
Nobody's fucking stalking you, first off, unless they're doing whale sighting.
What's not factually true?
So again, the fact that some guy would stalk you outside of taking pictures of whales.
Exactly, and that's why I said.
Okay, so again, you threw it out there, so again, you couldn't hold back yourself.
You deserve it. You're telling me that
You couldn't deserve it.
Oh, you couldn't deserve it.
Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah,
Oh, you poor thing. I got so you couldn't hold back. You had to go ahead and do it. Now you're gonna cry victim. So again, you fucking fat fuck. Like, holy
disgusting man.
So first off, a couple of things. Goo,
Rat.
I love you, but you're still gonna be a pussy. Bima, I mean, the fucking schmega that you keep wiping between your legs, that's disgusting. So, I mean, stop making sourdough under your pits, all right? Let's stop doing that first off. Like, you continue to make sourdough bread under the folds of your fucking boobs. Let's stop that. That's disgusting. Secondly, what was it? Steak? Fucking pussy marine. Yeah, we know that. My guns are bigger, and I'm further.
White man, you victimized me.
What else is there? Oh, Meg. Meg, again, You say, we didn't do this things too. And when you get called out or checked on it, you kind of double down and you do this thing. And yes, you had no problem critiquing me, but then, you know what? Again, when your ideas are critiqued, you fucking fall to this defense of it.
Critique you. Hold on, wait a second.
I didn't fucking shut up, dude. I gave you 15 minutes to
I
speak, you
didn't
know?
critique you. No, I didn't critique you. What I said was, I was giving my life experience, and you immediately started with, that's not factually true. What type of person, an idiot, and person in a delusional state can tell another person what they actually lived? Yeah, no, you're an idiot.
I think honestly, you lived the Moby Dick fantasy, There She Glows, and that's about the end of your lived it fucking experience.
Okay, right, all right.
So again, when look at this, though, the bear in the woods I think more of you should go into the woods and go see that bear since you want to curl up with it because you're afraid of the white man. Let me tell you something. In over 1,000 fucking search and rescue missions, you want to know how many fucking people were so afraid of me? 0. You want to know how many times I saw a black man with me? Maybe a handful. Some of them, there are operators out there, but not to the prevalence that you think. We're going out and looking for kids in the snow in the middle of fucking minus 20-degree weather, okay, northern Minnesota. Yeah, out there. Finding out that kid fell underneath a lake of ice, and you have to fucking try to bring out that body to see if you can do CPR on it. No, I guess you didn't want white men to go ahead and do that. The majority of our fucking search and rescue and first responder teams, I hate to tell you this, are actually, guess what, white men. They exist. So now, when you sit there and say, oh, white men don't do this, I'd be more afraid of a white man, you're full of shit, because you ended up calling the fucking cops, which, guess what does the majority of cops look like? Oh, I'm sorry, fucking white. So, like, you get a fire. It's, what are the majority of firefighters? White fucking men. Oh, Jesus Christ. Isn't that be done? Dude, stay in Germany. I don't care about your anecdotal case. The majority of them are who? White. So again, this whole idea of I'd rather meet a bear in the woods than a white man shows you how stupid you really are. And I think you should test that theory out. I pray you do. In fact, in order to encourage that, please wear 2 stakes tied on a string around your neck so you can attract that bear. I want you to do this and test this theory out and see if there's a white man over there. Because first off, here's what's going to happen. You encounter both of them at the time. You know what the white man's going to do? Either pull out a gun and try to kill the bear, or he's going to say, hey, back up and try to protect you, which in your case, Bima, I would say, nah, don't do that because you can't distinguish one from. And then I would say, hey, you know what? Let's test this theory. Unless you wanted to go be with the bear, go fucking cuddle with the bear. Go have it. Because I can tell you what, unless you've actually recovered somebody who's been chewed on and gnawed upon on a bear, I think you probably need to reassess your fucking priorities and stop saying the ridiculous shit you have. Because I can tell you what, when you come across that bear that's gnawing on the fucking carcass and you have half the fucking cavity open, spilling into the ground, you don't want to fucking see that. And you actually know that the person was alive for the majority of that fucking trauma and that pain, you're fucking retarded. Like, this is the dumb shit you get called out on because you are fucking dumb. Like, just stay with that point and not fucking deviate from it. Just shut up. And your life experience, everybody has shitty parts of their life. People overcome cancer. People have fucking trauma in their past. Fucking someone didn't get enough breast milk for mama's titty. I'm sorry. And for those of you that get offended by it, Holly, you know what? I do like you. But really, your sensitivity, that makes you feminine. I'm masculine. I'm not going to buckle on that fucking front. So, I mean, once again, I'm sorry your feelings matter more to you than, like, pure facts or fucking reality. But, again, you seem to live in a utopia because why? You live in a suburb, you go on an audio app, and that's the closest you'll ever come to hardship, conflict, or resistance to your own ideas. And, you know what? This is the best part. I've been packed up many times on this app. I had a fucking million-man marathon room with over fucking thousands of fucking people on it and had my ass handed to me. And I own that shit. People, Beaver and Matt remember that. Many of the fucking group people here from a long time ago remember that shit. I got an ass reading. But you know what? I took that in stride, acknowledged that they won, and fucking kept it moving. You know what you guys don't do? Like Bima, you stay in your feelings and you want to cry and you want to be emotionally coddled. Well, I don't coddle you and I'm not going to, and I really don't care. Because truthfully, you say the most ridiculously outlandish bullshit out of anybody on this app. And that's why people continuously call you out and say, you're fucking retarded, you're fucking wrong, and you're always doing this, and you don't change your own behavior. You want other people to change? Maybe take a look at yourself and say, hey, maybe I am doing this shit and it's causing this reaction. Maybe look inwards instead of outwards. And then after you're done looking inwards, look outwards, go visit your sister Jenny Craig, and go learn how to shed those 600 pounds.
Sorry, I mean, if you could just say whatever you want, it doesn't, listen, I live in fucking bear country, fuck it, well, bear country, if you know where I live, you know the state I live, you'd understand. I've seen so many bears, they don't fucking bother me. I've seen bears, I've seen mountain lions, I've seen other things that I don't know. What I'm telling you, if I every single time, no matter what, if I saw a white man in any of those instances over where I'm telling you, I am terrified. Absolutely terrified. Bears don't scare me. They just don't. Maybe it is because of my experience. Maybe it is because of where I'm from. Maybe it is because I've been close enough to them, seen them, know that they're in my backyard, know that they're 5 feet from me, knowing where and they haven't fucking bothered me. Whatever. Yeah, they'll tear some shit up, but I haven't been bothered by them. Okay, does not fucking matter. I'm in bear fucking country. I'm in bear fucking country. Sea bears.
Bima, are you from Somalia?
And I'm telling you,
Excuse me, Bima, are you from Somalia?
White men.
Excuse me, Bima, are you from Somalia? Bima, are you from Somalia?
Shut up.
Somalia is roach country, not bear country.
They don't have bears in Somalia. Somalian bears. Granted, if you do see a black man in the woods, he's probably just as scared as you.
You'll never see a black man in the woods. Black men don't fucking go into the woods. Black men don't fuck with nature, bro. That's why I was saying earlier, if you see a black man in the woods, something's fucking wrong, bro. Something is wrong.
Call 311 and get him some help.
You better look at what he's running away from, because you're right behind him.
He's not gonna make it.
Oh, and I dare the people to pull out their little subcompact 9mm and go, oh, I can shoot the bear, I'll be perfectly fine. Go have fun with that one. Enjoy that one, because I can promise you, that charging bear is going to move faster than you think, and you're not going to hit the motherfucker. You might hit it, but it ain't going to kill him, not with a 9mm. But, again, what people speaking out shit, they know walking in bear country. Dude, I get it. You and Bean McKing, like, go ahead. You like the fat snow bunnies, you can go ahead and have them.
I can't hear strikes. Is it just me? You all jacked up, sorry.
So the biggest dangerous bear is a black man.
It would be a koala or panda. I mean, in America?
Black, brown, person, a lot of colors of birds.
It would probably be a black bear, but I wouldn't count them out because they do attacks. They don't have as many deaths. But grizzly, Kodiak, polar bear is just done. Like, black you attack, brown you lie down, polar bear you commit suicide. That's the rule.
But my point is that even the most tame black bear is still effective.
Yeah, it's killed people.
Be the common ancestor of all. How can be talked about, but not the eternal town? Names can be no name. As the origin of heaven and earth, it is nameless. As the mother of all things, heart exhibit each other. High and low sets measure to each other. Voice and sound harmonize each other. Back and front follow each other. Therefore, the sage manages his affairs without ado and spreads his teaching without talking. He denies nothing to the teeming things. He rears them but lays no claim to them. He does his work but sets no store by it. He accomplishes his task but does not dwell upon it. And yet it is just because he does not dwell on it that nobody can ever take it away from him. As always manifest, we should look at its outer aspects. These two flow from the same source, though differently named, and both are called mysteries. The mystery of mysteries is the door of all sense. By not exalting the talented, you will cause the people to cease from rivalry and contention. By not prizing goods hard to get, you will cause the people to cease from robbing and stealing. By not displaying what is desirable, you will cause the people's hearts to remain undisturbed. Therefore, the sage's way of governing begins by a day the heart of desires, filling the belly with food, weakening the ambitions, toughening the bones. In this way, he will cause the people to remain with all knowledge and with the desire, and prevent the knowing what's wrong and any ado. Practice not to, and everything will be tall is like an empty bowl, which in being used can never be filled up fathomless. It seems to be the origin of all things. It blunts all sharp edges. It unties all tangles. It harmonizes all lights. It unites the world into one whole, hidden in the deeps. Yet it seems to exist forever. I do not know whose child it is. It seems to be the common ancestor of all, the father of things. Heaven and earth is not sentimentum. It treats all things as straw dogs. The sage is not sentimental. He treats all his people as straw dogs. Between heaven and earth, there seems to be a balance. It is empty, and yet it is inexhaustible. The more it works, the more comes out of it. No amount of words can fathom it. Better look for it within you. The spirit of the fountain dies not. It is called the mysterious feminine. The doorway of the mysterious feminine is called the root of heaven and earth. Lingering like gossamer, it is only a hint of existence. And yet when you draw upon it, it is inexhaustible. Heaven lasts long and earth abides. What is the secret of their durability? Is it not because they do not live for themselves that they can live so long? Therefore, the sage wants to remain behind, but finds himself at the head of others, reckons himself out, but finds himself safe and secure. Is it not because he is selfless that his self is realized? It's talked about, but not the eternal time. Names can be named, but not the eternal name. As the origin of heaven and earth, it is nameless. As the mother of all things, it is nameable. So as ever hidden, we should look at its inner essence. When all the world recognizes beauty as beauty, this in itself is ugliness. When all the world recognizes good as good, this in itself is evil.
Indeed, the hidden and the manifest give birth to each other. Difficult and easy complement each other. Long and short exhibit each other. High and low set measure to each other. Voice and sound harmonize each other. Back and front follow each other. Therefore the sage manages his affairs without ado, and spreads his teaching without talking. He denies nothing to the team in things he rears them, but lays no claim to them. He does his work but sets no store by it. He accomplishes his task but does not dwell upon it. And yet it is just because he does not dwell on it that nobody can ever take it away from him.
As always manifest, we should look at its outer aspects. These two flow from the same source, though differently named, and both are called mysteries. The mystery of mysteries is the door of all essence.
By not exalting the talented, you will cause the people to cease from rivalry and contention. By not prizing goods hard to get, you will cause the people to cease from robbing and stealing. By not displaying what is desirable, you will cause the people's hearts to remain undisturbed. Therefore the sage's way of governing begins by emptying the heart of desires, filling the belly with food, weakening the ambitions, toughening the bones. In this way he will cause the people to remain without knowledge and without desire, and prevent the knowing ones from any adult. Practice none of those, and everything will be in order.
The towel is like an empty bowl, which in being used can never be filled up fathomless. It seems to be the origin of all things. It runs so sharp as ease, it unties or tangles, it harmonizes all the earths. It unites the world treats all his people as straw dogs. Between heaven and earth, there seems to be a bellows. It is empty, and yet it is inexhaustible. The more it works, the more comes out of it. No amount of words can fathom it. Better look for it within you. The spirit of the fountain dies not. It is called the mysterious feminine. The doorway of the mysterious feminine is called the roller tavern. Lingering like gossamer, it is only a hint of existence. And yet, when you draw upon it, it is inexhaustible. Heaven lasts long and earth abides. What is the secret of their durability? Is it not because they do not live for themselves that they can live so long? Therefore the sight wants to remain behind, but finds himself at the head of others, reckons himself out, but finds himself safe and secure. Is it not because he is selfless that his self is realized? The highest form of goodness is like water. Water knows how to benefit. It moves without striving or decay. It stays in place, is loved by all men. Therefore, it comes near the tower. In choosing your dwelling, you know how to keep to the ground. Tau can be talked about, but not the eternal Tau. Names can be named, but not the eternal name. As the origin of heaven and earth, it is nameless. As the mother of all things, it is nameable. So, as ever hidden, we should look at its inner essence. When all the world recognizes beauty as beauty, this in itself is ugliness. When all the world recognizes good as good, this in itself is evil. Indeed, the hidden and the manifest give birth to each other. Difficult and easy complement each other. Long and short exhibit each other. High and low set measure to each other. Voice and sound harmonize each other. Back and front follow each other. Therefore the sage manages his affairs without a dome, and spreads his teaching without talking. He denies nothing to the teeming things. He rears them but lays no claim to them. He does his work but sets no store by it. He accomplishes his task but does not dwell upon it. And yet it is just because he does not dwell The mystery of mysteries is the door of all essence. By not exalting the talent, he will cause the people to cease from rivalry and contention. By not prizing goods hard to get, you will cause the people to cease from robbing and stealing. By not displaying what is desirable, you will cause the people's hearts to remain undisturbed. Therefore the sage's way of governing begins by emptying the heart of desires, filling the belly with food, weakening the ambitions, toughening the bones. In this way he will cause the people to remain without knowledge and without desire, and prevent the knowing ones from any ado. Practice non-ado, and everything will be in order. The town is like an empty bowl, which in being used can never be filled up, fathomless. It seems to be the origin of all things. It blunts all sharp edges, it unties all tangles, it harmonizes all lights, it unites the world into one whole hidden in the deeps. Yet it seems to exist forever. I do not know whose time it is. It seems to be the common ancestor of all, the father of things. Heaven and earth is not sentimental. It treats all things as straw dogs. The sage is not sentimental. He treats all his people as straw dogs. Between heaven and earth there seems to be a it is empty, and yet it is inexhaustible. The more it moves, the more comes out of it. No amount of words can fathom it. Better look for it within lingering like gossamer, it has only a hint of existence, and yet when you draw upon it, it is inexhaustible. Talk can be talked about, but not the eternal time. Names can be named, but not the eternal As the origin of heaven and earth, it is nameless. As the mother of all things, it is nameless.